I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty for justice and all. Thank you, Color Guard. Let's give them a hand. Welcome to the first park concert of the 2025 season of the Lebanon Band for our 135th year. Yep, we're that old. We started in 1890 as two church bands for Emmanuel and St. Peter's churches, both here in Lebanon. And in 1939, they merged to become the Lebanon Band. You can view some of our past uniforms and other bands from the Lebanon area in the Lebanon Historical Museum. You are in a treat for tonight, as we also have the Watertown Municipal Band joining us for the second half of the concert. Special thanks to our director, Mrs. Betty Brown, from the flute section, who is filling in tonight for Mr. Dave Fensky, who is on a mission trip. I am Kathy Fortledge and will be your MC for our half of the program. Couple commercials quick. Make sure you check out the Lebanon Lucky's Ice Cream Social up in the hall for your tasty treats. They're only open till 8 p.m. Or you can hit the hamburger stand, that's the Lebanon Band Burgers, for our world famous band burgers and beverages. I heard even we have our special L burgers if you're up to the challenge. We're going to jazz it up after our opening marches with a little swing in Big Band Pop, written by Steve Hodges. This catchy 12-bar blues will have your feet a-tapping. Listen for the classic call and response that lets every section get their turn in the spotlight, even the drums. So get your dancing shoes on and start swinging to Big Band Pop by Steve Hodges. That was a fun little number. We're going to stick with a little swing with Glenn Miller. Born in Iowa, moved to Nebraska and Missouri in his childhood, just moved around a lot. As a young teen, he earned enough money milking cows and doing farm chores to buy his first trombone so he could play in the town orchestra. I wonder if any of our musicians from way bygone years had to milk cows to earn money for an instrument. Later, he became interested in dance band music and formed his own band with his classmates and decided to become a professional musician. He played with different groups and composed his own music, finally starting the Glenn Miller Orchestra in 1938. He produced many familiar songs still played today. In this medley, we are covering Pennsylvania 6-5000, In the Mood, and Moonlight Serenade. Enjoy. A salute to Glenn Miller. Another little commercial. The 4-H is up by the old beer stand, and they have a calf up there if you have 2 calves. If you need to get some loving with some calves, they also have some other little goodies up there. So go check it out if you haven't. So the Lebanon Band is known for playing marches, polkas, waltzes, and some, show tunes. So this year we are adding the Phantom of the Opera Medley, a musical by Andrew Lloyd Webber, lyrics by Charles Hart and Richard Stilwell. Sorry. Sorry. Please change it up. We're gonna go on a train ride with Chattanooga Choo Choo and some more big band swing music. This song was written in 1941 by Matt Gordon and composed by Harry Warren. It was originally recorded by Glenn Miller and his orchestra and featured in the 1941 Sun Valley Serenade. It was the first song to receive a gold record presented by RCA Victor in 1942 for sales of 1.2 million copies. The song was written by Gordon and Warren while traveling on the Southern Railway's Birmingham Special Train. This was one of the 3 trains that operated from New York City via Chattanooga. Here is the Chattanooga Choo Choo, words by Matt Gordon, music by Harry Warren, and arranged by Paul Cook. All right, now that we got that solved, now we're gonna go to show tunes. We got the dancing done. So this year we're featuring Phantom of the Opera, like I started before. And it tells a story. It's based on the novel by Gaston Leroux. It tells the tragic story of a beautiful soprano, Christine Day, who becomes the obsession of a mysterious and disfigured musical genius living in the subterranean labyrinth beneath the Paris Opera House. The musical opened in London's West End in 1986, followed by Broadway in New York in 1988. A film adaptation was released in 2004. In our medley tonight, we include The Phantom of the Opera, All I Ask of You, Think of Me, Angel of Music, and Music of the Night. Enjoy this wonderful medley of Phantom of the Opera. going to stick with show tunes. Right now we're going to stick with Disney, with highlights from Mary Poppins. One of the most well-loved musicals of all times is this Disney classic featuring Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. This 1964 musical fantasy comedy film, try saying that fast 3 times, was based loosely on the P.L. Travers book series Mary Poppins. The film was directed by Robert Stevenson, produced by Walt Disney, with songs written and composed by the Sherman Brothers. It won 5 Academy Awards: Best Actress, Best Film Editing, Best Original Music Score, Best Visual Effects, and Best Original Score for Chim Chim Cheree. It had been nominated for 13, so 5 out of 13 is not bad. So tonight we're going to play Chim Chim Cheree, A Spoonful of Sugar, Stay Awake, the lovely little lullaby, and of course, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. This song is perfect for today. Roll out those lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer. Those days of soda and pretzels and beer. Roll out those lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer. Dust off the sun and the moon in a song of cheer. Sounds just like the weather we had today. Just a beautiful summer day. To celebrate the rain staying away till midnight, here is the well-loved, lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer by Charles Tobias and Hans Karst. We're going to close out our portion of the concert with one of our favorite songs, God Bless America. If you're enjoying the concert, by the way, you can come see us again July 9th here at the park or July 15th in Watertown. We're going to join them. So we're going to close out with our traditional God Bless America by Irving Berlin. Please join us on the second verse. Thank you. We're going to take a quick break to switch out musicians and instruments. Many thanks to Teresa Astride for helping coordinate this concert and July's concert in Watertown. Thank you, Teresa. Don't go away. They'll be back. We're not going to be back. They're going to take over.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to part 2 of our concert tonight. Thanks for sticking around. We appreciate it. Thank you. Our opening selection is titled Summon the Heroes by John Williams. This is one of 4 pieces that John Williams has composed for the modern Olympic Games. This piece was first performed on July 19th, 1996 by the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra at the opening ceremonies for the 1996 Olympics, which were held in Atlanta, Georgia. Today, this piece also honors Olympic athletes as well as the men and women who serve in our military. Thank you for your service. This is the Watertown Municipal Band playing Summon the Heroes. Our second piece is titled The Belle of Chicago by John Philip Sousa. Sousa completed this piece on July 23, 1892, exactly 1 week before his discharge from the Marine Corps to form his own civilian band, which incidentally was based in Chicago. Chicago became an important city for Sousa as his new band was featured at both the 1892 and the 1893 World's Fairs. Despite some initial negative reviews, this march continues to be a favorite for over 130 years. This is The Belle of Chicago. 2025, Elvis fans can anticipate a year of events celebrating the 90th birthday of the King of Rock and Roll, including the annual Elvis Week at Graceland, new film projects, and tributes from fans worldwide. Graceland will host a week-long celebration in August featuring music, panels, contests, and fan meetups. And a new film will be released exploring Elvis's artistry and humanity. In our next piece, a tribute to Elvis, listen for some favorite tunes including Love Me Tender, Don't Be Cruel, Heartbreak Hotel, Blue Suede Shoes, and Can't Help Falling in Love. There was a little friend on the microphone there for a second. John saved me though, we're good. From blue suede shoes to the blue tango, Leroy Anderson composed our next piece for orchestra in 1951, which later became a #1 hit in 1952, spending 6 months in the top 10. The piece creatively pairs a traditional tango style with subtle blues influences. Lyrics were added to the tune and go as such: "Here I am with you in a world of blue, and we're dancing to the tango we loved when we first met. While the music plays, we recall our days, When Our Love Was a Tune That We Couldn't Soon Forget. This is Blue Tango by Leroy Anderson. The tango was no polka, but we had to dance, right? All right. The William Tell Overture has been featured in many television shows, movies, and commercials, but it was originally written in 1829 by Rossini as the opening to his 39th and final opera. The opera is based on the legend of William Tell, a Swiss hero and expert with a bow and arrow who shot an apple off his son's head. The overture features 4 themes describing the Swiss landscape, and the last and best known is the March of the Swiss Soldiers. So please enjoy William Tell Overture. We will conclude the concert with God Bless the USA, also known as Proud to be an American. It was written and recorded in 1984 by Lee Greenwood to celebrate our rights and freedoms as Americans. Thank you again for being here tonight and for allowing us to share our music here. And thank you to Kathy Fortledge for handling communication and arrangements. It's been a pleasure. And please join us at Riverside Park in Watertown on Tuesday, July 1st at 7 p.m. is our second concert of the season. And our third concert, we will have you as guests on July 15th when we host you. So have a great night and thanks again.
On the table, so thank you.